Yeah.
You're watching the Tesla Life Express.
There we go. I didn't get the video this time, but it muted me.
So it's okay. Now it's recording. I didn't have a counter on my side till now. Till
Yeah,
just
same.
now.
It's just says 4 seconds now.
Yeah.
So let's do it
We
again.
might have to start over.
All right. Hello, I'm Mark.
I'm Casey.
And I'm Patrick.
And today we're going to talk about battery swapping in older cars. But first, let's roll that title card.
Who likes a good battery?
You're watching the Tesla Life Express.
Hey everyone, how you doing? Thanks for joining us today. Have an interesting article that came from Inside EVs, and this article was about a gentleman that owns an older Model S, and
It was a 70.
I'm sorry.
It was a 70.
Yeah. So he had about 470,000 miles on the car.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a greatly used Model S, one with a cone on the front, and he had decided that he wanted to do something with it because the mileage he was getting for the vehicle had dropped significantly from its original amount, and he was starting to question whether or not he'd be able to do those longer trips that he'd like to do. And he was charging more and more, and thought, you know what? I know the battery has been in duress for some time. It's been degrading for quite some time. Let me look into what it would cost for me to swap the battery with a brand new battery. So he looked into the costs, and to his I guess not surprised, but he was happy to see, let's put it that way, that the price of the battery swap was within grasp for him, because he still loved the car. He'd like to keep it longer. He'd just like a little bit more range with it. The actual battery pack from Tesla was $8,500, was the cost of just the battery.
Not bad.
There's an additional $1,000 to get it shipped to him.
I mean, it weighs what, a ton, half a ton, right? So
it's a heavy thing. Yeah, they're not slipping it into an envelope, that's for sure. And he said that he and his group are going to make his own garage. So we're going to make the swap themselves. Yeah. But Tesla had indicated that if you were going to get someone else to do the work, probably the cost would be, including the labor and the shipping and the cost of the battery, you're probably looking at $12,000 if you want somebody else to do it for you.
Wow, that's a difference right there.
Yeah.
And I will say this also on the shipping: if they're shipping it to their own stores, that's a known route with a set. They've already got that logistics set up, and I still say even then that probably at least half of that cost is the crate they ship them in. They have a really nice crate, and I'm wondering if it's a liability thing or what made them choose to pay for the labor. So that's interesting there.
Yeah. Well, Alex, the one who owned the car, he also owns an EV repair shop, so that's why he's doing it himself with his own people. So that makes complete sense as to why he did that. The article does go into, and of course we link the article below if you would like to go see it yourself. There's also a video attached to it, but he indicated that the car was delivering around 200 miles on a full charge with the older battery. And he decided to do this. They got the battery shipped over. They installed it in the car, and guess what? He was able to net about a 50% increase in the mileage of the vehicle for that car. So he jumped to 300 miles he was getting with a full charge now. and he's quite pleased with it by spending. Again, he spent about 9,500 plus his own labor.
Yeah.
So, but he was weighing it on the fact of, okay, well, I'm going to want to get another EV. What's that going to cost me, even if I was to get a used one? And if I was to get a used one in an older model, am I going to go through this again in a short amount of period of time? Am I going to be buying into something I'm really not familiar with? Because this car, I know everything that's gone wrong with it. I fixed things. I know that it's pretty solid as a base car. The only problem I had was the mileage on the battery. So he had decided they were going to do it, did it, and ended up with about a 50% increase in the mileage on that particular car. So that is something that I wanted to put to both of you.
That's
If, um, is that something that you would spend that type of money on if you were in the age your car was that old? So his car was roughly what? That would have been
9, 10.
over 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Patrick? Is that something that if you had if one of your vehicles had gone 10 years, the degradation had got it down where you've lost about 50% of your current battery range? Or would you go further with that? Or would you say, you know what, it's time to trade up and get something newer?
I'd like to say that I would do the more affordable thing and just get a new battery pack. But looking at what I've done historically, I'd buy a new car.
Right. I was going to say, isn't that 3 years past your car saving fund? It would already been gone.
Right. Yeah. So I have that budgeted for something. A new car every 10 years is not unreasonable. And if it lasts that long, by then I do have money in my car fund. So, and there's always something. Well, I mean, it was a big deal. My first Tesla had AP1, and so going from that, which had no chance of ever being FSD or anything, to the hardware 2, which then got a free upgrade, and or it was 2.5 or whatever it was in the 2018 Model 3, and then it became pretty obvious that hardware 3 was not going to be capable of it, so I didn't buy the next one until hardware available. So I think as much as I'd like to give you the right answer, Mark, I'm going to tell you I'd just buy a new car.
Well, the right answer is different for everybody. So that's exactly it. So Casey, what do you think? What's your viewpoint?
So this car is 7. It just got a new battery. So it's 17 if it needed a new battery. Yeah, I'd do it just because this one's a unicorn. Assuming that they don't re-offer me to transfer some of the perks it's got, like the supercharging and the FSD and the connectivity package. If I can move those, then having the older car around is less appealing.
Oh yeah, that is a good point. So the guy in this article had free supercharger life, and you just can't buy a car with that today,
Right.
unless they're running some special, and then maybe it stays with the car or not or whatever. But yeah. So the older cars have features that they just don't offer. So that's one reason that an upgrade might be the right choice for some people.
Yeah, and he had AP1, and like you said, it was comfortable. It did what he wanted. I don't see any reason not to do it, unless like Patrick, I had the budget set up for it, and it was just like already gone by the time that time came around. And that price is much nicer than what we've been hearing in the past. The Model 3 was, last time we heard a quote on that was what, 17, 19? So for a much larger battery on an older car, that's what I kept telling people with hybrids and as the pure EVs came out, it's like, don't worry about if it's a $40,000 battery today. It won't be a $40,000 battery by the time you need it. And it's not, because it had less range, but his was not need replacing now. It would like to replace it now, so I can go on trips with one shot.
Did this article say what he upgraded to, Mark? What size the new pack was? Because it did say his old pack was a 70, but he said the newer one was higher capacity. So I don't know if it was an 85, was it a 90 or 100?
In the video, he did 100, and
okay.
So he was doing range tests, charging speed tests. He said it was more performant, which tracks because
Mm-hmm.
from the 70, part of that was actually just physically there was less cells in there. So it wasn't that they were software limiting you downward like they are on some of the newer cars. And
Mm-hmm.
it went well. Then the last video was the charging speed comparison. I didn't watch all that one actively like I did with the where he went through and he did the swap. It was pretty cool.
So did he have to get his car certified by Tesla to allow it to supercharge again?
No, it wasn't wrecked.
Okay.
It was just that the battery was degraded. So really,
Mhm.
he was fine to supercharge before he changed the battery.
Yeah, it just would have to do
Right.
it twice as
Yeah.
often.
But you're right. He made the change himself, but
Mm-hmm.
he felt he was qualified. I don't know if Tesla would say that you were qualified, or if
Oh,
there's
me, no.
something that you would have to go through to get that, or is there just enough software blocks in it that if you hook up things incorrectly, it just won't let you continue. It'll error out and show you that there's an issue in the service module for whatever reason.
Yeah, he had a
Right.
couple of roadblocks he had to get around to do it correctly. He had to purchase not just the Tesla toolbox, which you could get, but he had to purchase Tesla's Service Mode Plus for a couple items as well. So they were aware that it was happening, and he had the tools to do it correctly. I don't know if they were checking to see that he performed it correctly, but they were checking the end product to see that it was
I see.
what they would allow. And so it turned from 70 to 100, and then it got faster, and it was cool. If you want to watch it, probably on like 1.5x, or if you put it on like I did, put it on and have it kind of on the side while you're doing something else. It was very interesting.
Very good, very good. So I guess the question to those watching is that, okay, let's say you have a 10-year-old car, and you've as this guy did, you've got down to 200 miles of range. Used to be 300, now it's 200. Put in the comments, would you spend the, let's say, $12,000 to have a new battery installed by a professional and put into the car, just so you could get a 50%, get back up to that 300-mile range? Does that make sense to you with the 10-year-old car? Or would you decide, as Patrick has says, that after 10 years, I'm getting another one anyway? So, and my opinion would be, I get a new car. There's just, I don't think I'd mess around with that, because I think I'd be missing the new bells and whistles that have, hardware-wise, that have not come, through software updates for my current car. I think I'd be missing those, especially after 10 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You also get another 1-year warranty on that. I'm sure there's probably a way you can extend it further, but they give you a 1-year warranty on that when you get switched out.
Yeah.
Like I said, I would probably do it even if it wasn't my primary car. I'm surprised.
Casey, you would, but then you would get all salty on here about having a legacy vehicle. So you do it, and you'd say, "Oh yeah, this is the right choice," and then blah, 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 blah.
Well, I mean, I'm already on a second battery, and I can do that. So yeah, you probably would do that.
Yeah.
So all of my battery replacements and all of my vehicles have been under warranty. I had several on the Civic Hybrid. I had one on a Volt, and then one on the S, and one on the X. And I guess I just keep getting battery bad luck. But
Yeah, it sounds like something's following you, my
Mhm.
friend. You should change your address or get yourself out of that list somehow.
yeah, so on the S, we don't entirely know what happened, but I think it's the same thing that happened to the X, where the BMS boards and the cabling kind of degraded because I don't park it inside, so it was able to absorb humidity and then do the thermal cycle, and then the humidity as it cycles condenses into water, sits right there on those boards. You notice if you take apart a Tesla battery today, well, not you, somebody who's qualified to do it, like Sandy and them. When you open it up, it's full of foam, not just a spray-on conformal coating. It's there's no place for extra stuff to go, and that's one of the lessons I learned is if there's no room for the water to get in and go, then it can't just sit there because it never got in the first place.
Very good, very good. Well, let's roll the shout outs. Patrick, what do you got for us this week?
As always, I'm with the Oregon Electric Vehicle Association. You can find us at oeva.org, and I blog occasionally at carswithcords.net, where I write about my future free from fossil fuels.
Got it in. Also, you can follow us through the week on our X feed at the Tesla Life. You want to join us there. And of course, please give us a thumbs up. Press that subscribe button. Helps us out immensely. Casey, with the fireworks, what's your... that is quite a show you put on every week, Casey. Mm-hmm. It must cost a fortune.
You in Disneyland.
Right. So you can catch us on Let's Chat with Casey and Friends on Sunday.
Sunday
Over at youtube.com/Casey Green or x.com/gcustom. Then catch us again on the Tesla Life Express Edition 2, and then catch us live. And we'll see you there.
Sounds good. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Again, we'll get together next time and find out what's happening in the Tesla Life.